Hi, welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make some Minty Chocolate Cupcakes for St. Patrick's Day. The amounts of the ingredients that you're going to need to make this recipe will be listed in the information box below, or you can find it on the website. The ingredients for the chocolate cupcake part of the recipe are water, unsweetened cocoa powder, flour, vanilla, baking powder and salt, granulated sugar, eggs, and butter. For the minty buttercream frosting, you're going to need confectioner's sugar, butter, heavy cream, peppermint extract, green food coloring, and some salt. You'll also need for decoration some kind of toppings. I have some green sugar here, sprinkles, some little shamrock designs, and some Andes candies that I've cut in half. You need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees, and you need to line a muffin pan with cupcake liners. To start the cupcakes, I have a little saucepan here that I'm going to pour my water in, and I'm going to take this over to my stove and I'm going to bring this to a boil. My water is boiling, so I'm going to pour it into this medium-sized bowl here, and I'm also going to pour in the cocoa powder, and I'm going to whisk this until the cocoa powder starts to dissolve. This is all dissolved, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this in my refrigerator to cool off while we go on with the other part of the recipe. The next step is to take your flour and your baking powder and salt and just whisk this together to get it incorporated. Just takes a second. And then just set this aside and we'll move on to the next step. I've put my butter in the bowl of my stand mixer, and now I'm going to add my sugar and we're going to cream these together. Okay, so we're just going to start this up and cream it together until it's light and fluffy. I'm going to add my eggs one at a time. I'm going to add my vanilla. Turning my mixer down on low so I can slowly add my flour mixture. And I'm going to raise it a little bit, the speed, so it can mix together all the way. My cocoa mixture has cooled, and so now we're going to mix this in with the other part of the batter. So I'm going to turn this on low. Actually, the setting says stir, and we're just going to slowly pour it in. I'm just going to turn this up just a little bit. Okay, this is all mixed together. So now we're going to take this off. Get my spatula here. I want to make sure that if there's any at the bottom of the pan, that it's all incorporated. So I'm just going to give it just a little bit of a stir, just to make sure. And there was a little bit on the bottom that didn't get mixed in, so just going to do it with this. And now we're going to put it in our muffin pan. I'm going to use my ice cream scoop to fill these, and so I'm just going to put it in like that. It gives just about the perfect amount. Okay, one more. So now we're going to put this in the preheated oven for 16 to 19 minutes. My cupcakes cooked for 16 minutes in the oven and they're done. I've taken them out and now I've got them on a cooling rack. I'm going to let them cool completely, and in the meantime I'm going to make the frosting. I've put my butter in this big bowl and I'm going to start making the frosting by creaming this butter for about 30 seconds until it's light and fluffy. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So now we're just going to go ahead and add in our confectioner sugar. Just a little pinch of salt, that just brings out the flavor. The whipping cream. My peppermint extract. And if you want it more to taste more pepperminty, you can add a little bit more if you want, and you can also adjust the color to whatever you want. I'm going to start with a couple of drops, and we're just going to beat this together. Okay, my frosting is done, and now what I'm going to do is put it in a piping bag so we can pipe it onto the cupcakes. I have a disposable piping bag here in a glass with a star tip, and I'm just going to start putting my frosting in it. Shake it down a little bit. Push it down. Try to get all the air out. Okay, then I'm just going to start piping it on the cupcakes. And I'm just going to continue with all of them. I finished piping the frosting on the cupcakes, and now I want to decorate them. So I'm going to set one here on the paper towel, and I have these little bitty shamrock candies that I'm just going to sprinkle on the cupcake. And then I have the little Andes candies, and I've cut them in half, and I'm just going to put that in the top. For this other one, I've just got some little green sugar that I'm just going to sprinkle on. And then I'll do the same thing with the Andes candies, just put it in the top. So I'll just continue on until I'm done. I finished decorating my cupcakes, and I've put a few on this serving plate. These are Minty Chocolate Cupcakes. I hope you enjoy them. Happy St. Patrick's Day.